appreciate you letting me come in. I did, so I didn't even know this stream was happening. Somebody came over and said I should probably jump on, so I'm kind of patiently listening. There's a bunch of things I don't actually understand here. Maybe you can give me some clarification on. The first is, I mean, forgive me if I'm wrong about this, but I honestly don't think anybody gives a shit if blacks segregate. I don't think they care at all.
When North American Banking Company opened in 1988, we grabbed something. This and our phones look like this. They set out to create a better banking experience, one where your banker knows you and is always ready to help. And while a lot has changed since 1998, North American Banking Company's commitment to their customers and communities hasn't. Whether banking online or in person, you'll be working with a bank that's been invested in your success since 1998. To learn more, go to nabanco.com or stop by any one of their Twin Cities locations.
Separate. It has nothing to do with that. My debate with them, which they really can't seem to get in, is this. It's all about the racist. So they believe in that God is going to, well, only the Hebrew Israelites is going to be at the top of the hierarchy in heaven. This is what they believe. This is what they explain to me. Everyone else that makes it to heaven, they're going to be below the Hebrew Israelites. The only reason why the Hebrew Israelites is going to be above everyone else is because of their race. So my argument was, is God a racist? All of them confirmed and said, yes, God is a racist.
So it's a DNA chosen people.
DNA chosen people thing, yeah.
We need help out of engineering. Never step those wires up.
Well, is it a mental state, or is it a physical component which makes you the chosen people? Meaning, is it biological, or is it just a status of mental capacity, mental state? Like, for instance, if a Christian says, I believe Jesus Christ died on the cross, this is a mental state, right? So is it, are we talking about a biological state?
Can I read this scripture? Like essentially, there's a biological prerequisite to being that upper echelon. It's not an absolute qualification.
Yeah, I understand.
Prerequisite.
But you understand that there's immediately something which is fallacious, which is happening here, just by the very argument of biology. Nobody at the time that any of the Old Testament was written or the New Testament had any understanding of DNA, no conceptualization of this whatsoever. They only had a conceptualization of house lineage. But the idea of blood itself being in some way passed down, and it's through that blood that you will receive X, that was the actual conceptualization was from house.
Well, that's what we're talking about. We're still talking about the house of Israel. It's still what we're talking about.
What I'm asking is, what makes you know that house?
One second, when you say blood, the scripture don't say blood. The scripture say house. It says it's the 12 tribes in Israel. Right. So it's the house.
What makes you have that house?
What makes you have that house? What makes you that blood?
When you come prophecies and archaeology, we've been saying it for the longest. And also the spirit. It's in the scripture as well.
Yeah, I know, but if it's biological, how do you personally trace your roots biologically? So you're saying to me, like, did you not hear me? It doesn't say anything, right? That doesn't clarify it.
Well, if you answer one question for real quick, one question, because I've been kind of quiet. Hold on, let me say one thing. What's your name? What's your name?
slavery on ships throughout the history of mankind?
All races.
Name me the races that went to slavery through ships.
Well, so I would say, so race, I think, is a construction of the mind.
I'm talking about fleshly race. I'm talking about race.
Yeah, I understand. I think I just want to clarify this so I make sure I'm answering your question correctly. When you say race, are you talking about black, white? Are you talking? Okay, got you. Yes, if that's the case, then holistic of black, white, things like this, then every single race on planet Earth has been trafficked in slavery in a big way. Every single
I
one.
said about ships.
Yes, in ships.
Name me the time that white people went into slavery by ships.
The Barbary states enslaved whites. The Arabs enslaved
I
whites.
said, when was this?
So the most recent occurrence of this happened at the time of Thomas Jefferson.
Hold on. Let me reword this. In mass numbers, what race of people went into slavery by ships into a land that is not their land?
I don't understand the question. I'm sorry. I actually don't understand the question. What are you actually asking?
So the key part of the key component is he's emphasizing there being a maritime nature to the slave trade, not simply trafficking, but literally trafficking across the world through vessels on water.
So I understand this. So we had the transatlantic slave trade, and then we had the Arabic slave trade. The Arabic slave trade moved slaves towards the Arab nations. They killed all their slaves. That's why there's not a lot of black Arabs. And then you move on the other side over to the Americas. But this is the transit. That's new. That's new. Like, this has been happening. Slavery has been happening for thousands of years via shipping. Through actual ships.
Which ones with the ships?
All races.
No.
Yeah, so can you answer?
Every single one, going from the Greeks